now we are going to continue from the previous part of the video which you saw about gerunds and infinitives. Now here in this video we are going to talk about only participles. Now first of all, what participle is? Okay, it is not the main verb in the sentence. First of all, you have to understand, by seeing the sentence you have to understand that which is the main verb and which is not the main verb, okay, which is maybe acting as secondarily. Okay, so that thing we will understand here, we will see. But first of all, you have to know that participles, they are not the main verb in the sentence. Okay, firstly. Secondly, as they are not the main verb, that means they are not acting as verb. First of all, if they are not main verb, that means they are not acting as verb. Instead, they are acting as adjectives. Okay, this is the thing. What are the things we have learned? 3 things. They are not the main verb. As they are not main verb, that means they are not acting as verb also, whereas they are acting as adjectives. Okay, now we have 3 parts of, or 3 types of participles. We are going to talk about participles. So these participles, we have 3 types. What are they? Present participle, then we have past participle, and lastly we have perfect participle. Okay, which are what we will be talking about in detail one by one. Now let's start with present participle. Now present participle is what? I have already talked about that in the previous video when we were talking about gerunds. Okay, so present participle is verb plus ing, and while we were doing gerunds also, then also I had told you that don't get confused between gerunds and participles, though they look the same. Okay, they look similar, but how they act, that is different. Gerunds, they act as noun, and here you have already seen that participles or present participle, they are acting as adjectives. Let's see what is the example. We will see one by one how they are acting as what, and along with examples also we'll see. So let's see here what is the example. Let's say, before I write the example, I want to tell you that present participle, they mean incomplete action, the action which is not completed. Okay, so see here. Basically it means incomplete action, but here let's see some examples. I really like this dancing doll. Now as I said, these participles, they are talking about or they describe adjectives. So here adjectives are what? It describes noun, and here it is describing the doll. So this is our present participle. Okay, let's take one more example. He jumped from a running train. As I said, the activity is incomplete. That means the train is still running, and side by side it tells you about the train also, that is, it is running. So this is how it is, present participle. If needed, as I had told you in the previous video also, you can pause also. Okay, at time you want to write it down in your copy, you can pause it. So I'm rubbing it here because I can't rub from the upper part because the things are present over here. Now next thing, I'll rub only this. Now we will talk about past participle. Present participle we have already talked. It is and incomplete action. It shows you about an incomplete action. Now we will talk about past participle, which is past participle you know already because you have already got in that table, in that columns list. Okay, and that is what? The third form of the verb. Let's take for example, what is the past participle of go? That is, if we write in past tense, then it is went, and if we write in past participle, then it is gone. That means the work is done already. So in that case, as we had discussed in present participle, that is incomplete action. But here while we will be talking about past participle, that means the action has been over, it is completed, so it's a complete action. Okay, and how it will appear, how we will recognize that? That is by the help of third form of verb. Okay, third form of verb. Let's see example. The broken glass cut my foot. What is the glass? The glass is already broken. Okay, and it tells you about, it describes the glass also. So this is past participle. Let's write one more. The burned toast tasted awful. What is the toast? How is the toast? It's burned. Okay, so this is past participle. The toast is already burned, and it describes about the toast also, that is burned. So this is also a complete action. Let's take one more, last one. A tired person can't be productive. Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you. As I had told you in the very beginning of the video, that these participles, they are not acting as, they are not the main verbs. So if you see here, these are not the main verbs. The main verb here is cut. Here it is tasted. Here it is can't. Okay, these are our main verbs. And here it is describing about the person who is tired, and this person is already tired. Okay, so this is our past participle. I hope how the examples are going. If you write it down in your copy now, it will be much better when you analyze it, because here I am rubbing it, the space is not that much. So if you just look into your copy, you just compare the present participle with the past participle, it will be easy for you to understand. So now, as we have completed the first two types, we'll talk about the last one, that is perfect. Whereas perfect participle is again having two types. Now what are they? Let's see. Perfect participle. Now perfect participle, that is shown in two ways. First is in active voice, second is in passive voice. You already know about voice. So let's see here. That is, if it is active voice, okay, if it is active voice, then it will be having plus third form of verb. Not understood, no? I'll give you example. Let me give example side by side. This is one part, okay? For perfect participle, this is one part. If it is, how you will understand that it is in active voice, by this. This is the formula. Having plus third form of verb. Let's say for example, having cut or having gone. No, that's not proper. Okay, let's see some examples. For example, okay, now one more thing I forgot to tell you that here is that perfect participle, na, they tell you about a completed action, no doubt. Past participle and perfect participle, they both tell you about the action which is completed already. But perfect participle, it tells you about the completed action which was completed in some past time. Okay, some time back. Just see the example, you will understand. Let's see, for example, having, then we will write the third form. Having edited the video, I started uploading it. Just like right now, I am shooting this video, and after the video is done properly, then maybe there will be some parts which where I have maybe stopped or any of the things. So that for your better presentation or for your better understanding, maybe I'll have to edit somewhere. Okay, so after editing, I will proceed to uploading it. Then only how we will get it, right? So that's the process. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you just see this sentence, then what happens after one work has finished, then we proceed to the next. Okay, and this thing, it is an active voice. How? By this. Having is there, and third form of verb. Edit is the first, that means the base form of, this is the base form, that's edit. Past tense is edit, and the third form, that means the past participle, is also edited. Okay, so that's how it is in active voice. If we take another example, then let's write here, having finished my homework. I'm writing in short, okay. Having finished my homework, I went to play. Here, now see, this is the perfect participle. This is the perfect participle. Have you understood? After I have finished my homework, then I went to play. Here also, after I have edited the video, then I started uploading it. So after one work is finished, then I proceeded to the next. So this is in perfect participle are in two ways. So one way is active voice, and the another will be in passive voice. I'll just cut it out from here. I'm rubbing it, and now we will proceed. We will see how we write in passive voice. Right here, passive voice. So how it's the type? Here will be having plus been plus third form of verb. This is the formula. In if it was in active voice, then it was having plus third form of the verb. But if it is what do you call it? If it is passive voice, then it will be having plus been plus third form of verb. Let's see how. Yeah, let's see one more example. Having been defeated, he fled away. This also is same. Okay, this also is same. When one action is finished, then the another one is started. Another example, let's see. Having been beaten up, he began to cry. Having been, sorry, this up will not come, up to beaten. Okay, so here you see up to having been beaten. So these are the ways how we can recognize or we can identify that which are perfect participle, but how it is coming. So perfect participles are coming in two ways. Perfect participles are acting in two ways. Either they are acting in active voice or they are acting in passive voice. So you have to understand that thing. Okay. So, sometimes it might happen that any question is given to you in active voice, you might have to change to passive. Okay. So in that case, it may happen in case of your participles also, in case of your non-finites also. So if that happens, so you will have to change in this way. And these are the parts, these are the things regarding infinitives, gerunds and participles. These are the three parts of non-finite. So we have covered up every part. Now if you just read your book once more, and then the thing which I want to say is, you go through the book once. These are the basic things, okay, and some more examples you will get as adverbs, as complements, so you can understand that, because every part I have touched. Okay, so if you just analyze, if it is coming as a subject, you have understood. If it is coming as object, you have understood. If it is coming as complement, that too understood. If it is coming as adverb, okay, it is mentioned in your book. If it is coming as adverb, so that will for that case you will analyze the verb. That means adverbs always tell you more about the verb, or adjective maybe, no? So that is adverb. So you just go through the examples, you see this, you have watched this video, you go through your book also, and then you go for the exercise. And if you have any doubt, then with some more examples maybe we will discuss in our live class, if you have any doubt. So if you have any doubt, please do mention me, okay, before the live class, before Wednesday. Please you do mention me that what are the things you have doubt on, so that on that I will I'll be prepared for that with some more examples to explain you better. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.